ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Rudolph. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2nd down and 8. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 22. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Rudolph looking to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Touchdown! Brandon Marshall from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now here's Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Seven, our score after one. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run the counter. Blunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Rudolph. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Bush. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. On first down, Rudolph. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rudolph looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rudolph throwing again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Open man, the longtime Cowboy, Billy Joe Dupree. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And that'll do it for the... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game.
And this is home. He pulled it in one-handed. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. To try again after the sack. Vick eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Bush. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Rudolph. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Rudolph on first down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Reggie Bush taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 79 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Brockers. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Fourth down, desperation time for Rudolph. Finding Allen. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Rudolph. Going underneath to Blount. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing here, Rudolph. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's into the hands of Marshall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. Second and right at a yard. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rudolph now to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to rip.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and the Steelers are right back in this football game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now it's Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. The 20 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, going into the final play of this game.